Hi, everyone. Welcome to Smart Dinero for Inversionistas, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax and We All Grow Latina. I am here with mi amiga Vanessa Santos, and we're going to talk about money lessons to help you grow. Vanessa, welcome.
Hi, I'm so happy to be speaking and connecting with you on this topic. I love talking about money, especially with you. Julie, I would love to start and get into what was your first money experience? How did you even learn about investing? Because for me, this was not education I received anywhere else. So I really would love to know, how did you learn about investing and what was that story?
For me, it was kind of crazy. I stumbled upon investing when I was 19 years old because I was working for a company that offered a retirement plan. And that's actually going to be our first definition. What exactly is a 401k plan? A 401k plan is a company-sponsored retirement account that employees can contribute income, where employers can also match them on those contributions. So that is literally how I started. And if I hadn't made that one simple decision to actually check the box and say, okay, I want to invest $50 a month into this account, I would not be where I am today from an investing perspective.
So that's a 401k and that's for the company. Talk to us a little bit about, for those that want to do an individual retirement account, what does that look like and what is that about?
There are many people that might be working for themselves that might not have access to a company-sponsored account, and that's exactly where an IRA comes in. The definition of an IRA is a savings account with tax advantages that individuals can open to save and invest in the long term. And truly, it is such a powerful tool because we talk a little bit about how important compounding interest is. And the first step to really investing is figuring out what kind of account you will use. So if you don't have access to a 401k, the IRA, everyone has access to. So you can literally just use a broker and open an IRA and start investing for your retirement.
It would be perfect for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, small business owners, anyone who doesn't have a company to provide them this offering. This is the opportunity for you to invest in yourself and your future.
Yes, absolutely. And when we talk about the future, we also can talk about the Latinx future. When it comes to the Latin community, we're investing so much more. And I know, Vanessa, that you focus a lot on mindset. So share with us a little bit about what kind of mindset is required for you to be a good investor.
I would say something that has helped me a lot is reminding myself that investing in myself will pay back tenfold. For me, the money mindset that I had to shift in myself is, if I put this away for later and I don't have to touch it, look at it, spend it on things that I don't need, or spend it on things that are just going to sit in my closet, imagine where that money will be 10, 15, 20 years from now. And that is something that I had to personally coach myself with, because again, those conversations were not being had in my school, in my childhood, in any of my environments. And I look at investing as an insurance policy for my future. There's this other hemisphere of investing that is cropping up a lot, and that's crypto and NFTs. So I'd love for you to touch upon this just a little bit, because it's so deep, but it is a very interesting space. What is crypto? What is NFT? What do those things stand for?
When we look at the real definition of crypto, it can be a little bit confusing. I mean, here it is. Crypto is a collection of binary data, which is designed to work as a medium of exchange. But essentially, when you think about crypto, it really is a new form of exchange. You know, the same way that we use dollars here in the US and pesos in the Dominican Republic. Hello, my Dominican people. We are going to use crypto in a more globalized way. And then something that came from crypto is NFTs. And NFT is a non-fungible token and is interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain. It's a form of digital ledger. And when we think about investing into NFTs, there's a lot of different things that are happening right now, because we have to remember this is still a really sort of new kind of thing. Crypto has only been around about 12 years, right? And NFTs have been around only after that, because NFTs really live on blockchain technology. And so there's a lot to learn, but there's some resources that we're going to share with you.
One, for example, that I've personally had so much fun playing with is a TurboTax crypto calculator. It's free, and it allows you to actually see what it is that you could potentially consider for taxes when it comes to tax season.
Yes, I think that the crypto calculator is such an amazing resource for people to use. I mean, I love to kind of plan out what taxes are going to look like.
Right?
Literally a key way for you to do that, because, you know, I like to keep as much dinero as possible. So make sure that you're checking out the calculator.
So essentially, there are so many ways that anyone can get into investing, right? There is personal retirement accounts, there are company backed ones, there are digital assets, and the message here is that you can get started with the price of a latte.
Absolutely. And really, you want to make sure that you're consistent. The same way that you can be addicted to that cafecito, because if you make it at home, you save so much money. You can have that same energy when it comes to investing. Just be consistent, make it easy for yourself so that you're not even thinking about it. So you're basically building generational wealth in the background as you live your life, as you do all the things that you would normally do. Well, we hope that you enjoyed all of these tips and enjoyed listening into our conversation. These are convos that Vanessa and we have all the time. And here we're going to share some of our key takeaways from this conversation. Start investing. The sooner the better. And remember that it doesn't require a lot to get started. Be consistent, and it's okay to mess up. Just get back up and do not give up. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to people you trust, leverage the free tools, and seek professional advice if you need to. It's so nice to invite everyone else to have these very important conversations. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.